Hello, welcome back. It is a full moon in Aquarius energy going on, and I've been having a lot of dreams about some things, so I felt it's time for another video. I pulled a few cards off camera, and it is showing me a scenario that I want to dive into deeper. So I thought, okay, it's time to turn on the camera. We have an energy that's going on. I feel like it's a collective energy that's going to be happening for the rest of the month. I pulled the Pisces, I believe, card from my Black Moon astrology, which has a lot to do with, the 12th house in general in astrology. So the idea of everything you haven't thought of before, the patron saint of artists and drug addicts, and like where poetry is made. It's just like the idea of almost like through pain, like all the like great things that can happen as well. And I noticed that when I pulled some of my fairy cards to go with the Black Moon cards, the story really helped. So what I'll pull next is the Sensual Wiccan Tarot, and that will help clarify some of this. But I'll give you the story I've got so far. In the middle, I have the Libra I Balance card, and it's upside down, which means there's this energy of riding the fence, like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. A lot of times it has to do with like court cases or even marriage, that sort of thing. So next to it, when I got the Solar Eclipse card upside down, that has a lot to do with things ending and like very dramatic change, and it has a lot to do with like divorce or moving or just any like dramatic endings basically. So when I looked at them all, I noticed like, oh, the Libra card is in the middle, so riding the fence. So the thing that people are riding the fence on is on one hand you have a past energy of, oh, I had to move, I broke up with someone, I'm no longer friends with someone kind of energy. And because there was parenting and children, I really strongly feel that this had to do more with like family members. And so technically marriage is like a new family member. Even children, getting pregnant, that kind of thing. Those are new family members. So like the loss of either a family member or a romantic interest. That's what this really feels like. So it's like on one side you have like something that already happened. It's a past energy, but it's being brought up at this time during the full moon. You're kind of thinking about it more, versus a current energy of the Pisces. And actually I wanted to read something from the book that really like resonated with this. Like, make sure you're not being pulled under by other people's complications. It's even possible you have someone in your life who saps you. Usually this is not intentional, but because of some delusional way of thinking or viewing the world, it clouds the issue. Don't fall under the same confusion. Make sure you are protected and have the proper boundaries. And it also talks about compassion, and this is a great time to, instead of, I guess, being a cynic, using this time to look in the beauty of things, be a poet about life. And what that means is like, sometimes the greatest music we've heard, have been "You Broke My Heart" love songs, right? It's like there's some kind of beauty, there's some kind of poetry that can come out of this heartache. And so when I got the Magic of Nature Fairies card with it, that's all about taking your shoes off and grounding, going into nature, and it's all about higher consciousness. So I was really seeing this energy of higher consciousness versus past relationship mistakes. That is the fence that people are riding right now. So the Libra card got vacation, which meant you don't really need money or to go to another location. You need a vacation from your life. You need to like get away from this thinking, this riding the fence of these two things, so to speak. So that's why I like Libra, you know, it's the scales. It's like, So for these are to be the two things, just was really interesting to me. So now I'm going to go ahead and find out what is more with this storyline. I want to know more about Pisces. What is the thing that we need to be compassionate about? What is the thing that people have been worrying about? Or maybe their friends taking them down. Okay, so we got the Knight of Wands, Queen of Cups, Seven of Cups, and then Balance upside down, which I would say is there's been a lot of missed opportunities. You felt like you haven't been able to see where you're going, being blind in the dark. Actually, now I'm getting more of the blind leading the blind. There we go. That's what it is. Yes. You felt like you're linking up with people that have the same issues as you. So how can you help each other get out? So the Seven of Cups is saying they want you to venture out into the unknown, something new, something you don't know. Because right now you're feeling illusions, you're feeling, you know, like 2 to 3 things in your life haven't been working out, and you're really only focusing on one thing at this present moment, but there's like 3 other things that's really doing well in your life. So that going back into nature, grounding yourself, you'll be able to see, like, yeah, there might have been a couple of mishaps, but you have so much more to be grateful for. And with the Balance card being upside down, which is the other Libra card, it's a double confirmation, but they're not on each other. So that's how this energy probably leads into each other, is what I would say. So this has a lot to do with things not being balanced, even hypocritical behavior. So coming out of illusion, seeing the hypocritical behavior, because I was even talking to a few people recently about this, where looking at where have you either been selfish or self-centered. Because I'm a kind of person who likes to be in my own little bubble, right? If you're another person who likes to be in your bubble, sometimes you're being so like, I'm just focusing on myself, I'm being self-centered, I'm not seeing all the things around you, right? So what I'm getting here is that there are a lot of people that have been in their bubbles and just chilling in the bubble and not understanding what's going on around them. And so it's almost like you've woken up and just realized, like, oh my gosh, what's going on, you know? Which it sounds like it's good, like it's gonna be good. Okay, yeah. So now that you've woken up, now you have to defend what is important. 5 of Wands. It's a little bit of a combative energy, but defending your plans very quickly. Just got the Chariot card. Yes. So moving very fast to social status, wherever you really want to be. That is how this energy is going to move. Okay, I see what they're saying. Okay. Yes, I feel this. Okay, so coming out of this energy, you're going to start defending what's important and start seeing, hey, I need to just move very quickly to the thing. But if you're moving quickly, let's see, why is the balance in the middle card still? It's making me think something. Get a little more clarification. Okay, hey, there we go, there we go, hey. So, we got 10 of Pentacles upside down, which is money makes the world go round and family issues. 6 of Pentacles, which is all about charity, unexpected help, justice. And then 4 of Swords, tranquility, sacrifice. Yeah, and then this vacation sign is upside. So this is really tying into the next one. Oh, I like this. Okay. So yeah, with the 10 of Pentacles, I would say that, yep, this is what you've been riding on, the fence you've been riding, so to speak, right? It's about family, it's about money, it's about stability, it's about where you want to be in life. You're going to be getting some help this week with that, so you can come out and heal from any of the situations that's been happening. There's a few cards that jumped out, but they weren't flipped over, which I had a feeling would tell us more. Okay, yes, okay, so we got the Queen of Swords upside down, 9 of Swords, 6 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and 10 of Wands. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's been serious. So the Queen of Swords is also a air energy, and since there's a lot of Libra stuff going on here, someone who is a dominant figure in your life, doesn't matter the gender, has had you on edge, making you feel like you've been on trial. You might have actually been in an actual court case, because a lot of the what I call court cards are coming out. So if anyone has been dealing with legal matters or negotiations, signing contracts, it just hasn't felt like a good time recently. Yeah, but it'll start to wane out. It'll be towards the end of the month. You'll be able to feel like you're coming out of that stagnant energy of, oh, I can't do this right now, I can't sign that. Because you're going to realize that energy wasn't coming from you. It might be someone, again, a family member, a romantic partner, something like that, that was making you feel that way. And you're going to realize that it's really your decision, not someone else's. And once you do, then you're going to be able to have like a mutual understanding, a mutual respect. And it's going to bring you to growth and commitment to your journey. Yeah. And if it's a person, then I would say there was a manipulative energy over the growth of a new relationship. And you're starting to see that. And then the 10 of Wands is saying that that burden is leaving. Right? That burden that you were feeling leaves once you get that commitment. Once you have that patience and that self-growth. That's that 7 of Pentacles right there. Yeah. So for those 2 cards, super nice cards in the middle of like these upside down other energies, means, yeah, we're coming out of that energy. It was influencing you. So that's a little bit of like part of that riding the fence, right? You see the good, positive things that should be happening on the horizon, so to speak, but there's just so much murkiness around that it was clouding the energy, clouding your ideas, your mind. So let me see, what is going on with solar eclipse, parents and children? What do you want to tell us? Ooh, the Moon card. So the Moon is all about introspection, dreams, and Okay, there's just, okay. Just focus on, this has a lot to do with your introspection that you've been working on. Oh, yay, 10 of Cups. This is what we want. So this is good. So, you know, if you enter Tarot, the 10 of Cups or the 10 of Pentacles are cards you want to get, right? Since you had the 10 of Pentacles upside down, but then later it's followed by 6 of Pentacles, which is about help and charity, it means you're coming out of this energy of, dang, I didn't get exactly what I wanted, you know, and once you heal through that and then taking that internal vacation that you need to take, which that's why the vacation and magic of nature is here. It's saying your vacation might literally be taking a walk for a few hours and leaving your cell phone at home. Like, yeah. And it's about these relationships. So coming back, 10 of Cups is about positive results, reaching your goals, and family issues. Okay, yes. 9 of Pentacles, which is really great. It's the single ladies card. Actually, I haven't been showing any cards, but I just love to show this one because it's just so cute. Some people also call that a commitment card as well. And I'm feeling that very much. But like a commitment to yourself, a commitment to a family member, or commitment to a new family. There we go. That's what it is. Yes, yes. That's what it is. Yes. Committing to a new family. And for some people, not all, this will have to do with business as well. But what I'm mostly getting from this King of Pentacles, it upside down with this 5 of Pentacles upside down, saying there's been a lot of oopsie daisies, a lot of mishaps, even poverty, like when you feel like the world is against you on purpose, when you're like, oh my gosh, like I kept having bad days and things that kept messing up, you know. But one word in this deck that was really funny in the book, it's called a bon voyeur or something. It's French, and I took French and I really messed that up, I feel like. But basically it's a person who like lives like a great wealthy life, and it's a little frivolous, but I feel like I used to like attribute it to kind of like I don't know, like a really nice socialite, you know, where it's like the person isn't bad, it's just they have money and like they always have like had a nice life, so to speak. So it's like, you know, they date all the cute people, and you know, they've normally had things, and you know, just like a really cool person, you know, just really nice and stuff, but they're also very romantic, right? So I'm getting that energy off of commitment to that type of person, and so the upside down of the Pentacles is saying like that person has had some mishaps, and you have had some mishaps, but now we're coming together, right, to realize like, oh, we're coming out of that energy. Because 3 of Swords came out, so that also has to do with like sacrifice, and if you know the Tarot, usually it's third party energy, right? So but this is definitely more like your mind. Like the third party energy is, you know, like money problems or just outside influences. Yeah, so King of Wands came up upright. So yeah, so now we're coming into something very positive. Ooh, Ace of Wands. So a new project. And then 5 of Cups, a change in relationship, delusion. Now I'm pulling out the transformation card, which is also the death card. So breaking away from the past, renewing the ego. When it comes to living in a world of dreams or relationship with a woman. So there's been a situation, okay, because 9 of Wands came out, which is when it's upside down, it means a situation you can't change, you can't fix. So there might be a relationship, either romantic or family relationship, that just can't be changed. You're realizing that now, and you're renewing your ego and seeing that it was never your fault. This is who this person is. It's almost like a friend, or your mother or something like that, right? Or your romantic partner. This is just how this person is. They're not doing these things to hurt you. They're living their own life. They got their own mind. And they're not ready to take the first steps into the change that you need. So that was for someone very strongly about they're not ready to change that, and you shouldn't want to make them change that, because that's who they are. As humans, no one is perfect. You, me, anyone else. So moving forward, okay, I'm about to clear all of these. We're about to get the what we call the advice situation. Yeah, so moving forward, I'm seeing that we have a lot of people that are starting to see what delusional things in their lives. So what was something, again, you're being selfish or self-centered or giving too much. That was the other part. Okay, yeah, now I know. Yep. So then for our people who are giving too much, right? Noticing that you've been a doormat, noticing people walked all over you, noticing that yes, walked all over. Yeah, okay. So for people who felt like that, there's been a lot of confrontation, a lot of energy that has made you feel inferior about yourself. You're going to be coming out of that and having a mutual understanding, not only with other people, but with yourself. That is the advice, is that take that vacation with yourself and your higher consciousness, like through meditation, that sort of thing. Okay, wow, okay. And let go of some of that codependency. Yeah. And then we got Two of Pentacles upside down, which relates to this card. Okay, so yeah. If the codependency isn't coming from you, then it's coming from someone else. And that's probably what's been throwing you off and riding the fence about these relationships. So this growth, this patience can only come from love and experience. So yeah, be compassionate with yourselves. Be compassionate towards others. Understand that this is a time where people are going to want to isolate themselves. And there's going to be some people who want to come in with rapid, quick communication. And so you're dealing with, oh my gosh, this goes back to that energy I was talking about last week. Oh, this is so great. I love this. I love this happens. Yeah, so these are the two situations. The group of people who are really wanting to rush in and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe this has happened, versus the people who are isolating themselves. No matter which side you're on, both of these groups have to use this time of introspection and growth and say, what have I learned from what's going on, so you can get off of this fence, right? Has there been someone manipulative in your life, or have you just been lazy? Right? You're going to start having those kind of conversations with yourself and with others. You're going to see that the things that you want, the growth, the happiness, has had mistaken ideals. It's time to work on your skills, your specialties, whatever is important to you when it comes to, business or meeting up with loved ones. Wow, this is on point. Okay, yes. So, yeah. I stopped even telling y'all what the cards were because I just had to keep pulling. So I can just get this story out. Okay. So, yeah. So, going back. This is good. So, a lot of us out here, this is an energy of this Queen of Pentacles upside down. So, versus the arising, transitioning to your next thing, which also can indicate loved ones. Yeah. So okay, so to wrap it all up is right now, if you've been feeling like your money or the business or your career has been something that's been held back because of your involvement with a friend or romantic lover, romantic partner or lover, you're going to be coming out of that energy. You're also going to be connecting with loved ones you haven't seen in a while, because it's come up twice with the parenting and children, and now with the inspiration card, which is, what does it correspond to? Wow. It's like completely left me. Okay, because it's unimportant. Okay, cool. So, yeah, so a lot of you probably going to be either talking or getting a phone call from a long lost family member, like your grandma or your uncle, that kind of thing. And it's going to help you realize some kind of pattern in your life that directly results to a friend or a romantic interest. So if you're a person who was like getting married at this time and you just, or like planning a wedding, so to speak, you were having cold feet. And this is saying, okay, you're about to come out of it, because you're going to realize you were having cold feet because of the person either that you're getting married to, or because of a manipulative energy that was around you, which aka like a gossiping friend, aka like a parent who doesn't like your romantic partner, right? And so that's been weighing down on you. So it's been having you wanting to ride the fence. So Spirit saying, go be off with yourself and realize what you want, what you truly want. And because your higher consciousness knows what you want. And if you would just listen to them and then have compassion not only for yourself and for everyone in the situation, even the manipulative people, even the person, right, so who could have been, messing with your mind. You're coming out of it because you're gonna be on top. But at the beginning of this month, it's gonna feel really weird. Like you're gonna have to keep thinking and journaling or whatever, something like that, to get out of this mistaken idea or concept that you have. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else? I mean, I'm hoping all this makes sense. I feel like confirmation. Okay. So yeah, so they're saying like feeling like you were on trial about this other woman, and not other woman like cheating. There you go. but more like and not even in a like a bad way. This is just like just feeling like your first steps. Greed, and feeling like you would have gotten what you wanted by now. There's a lot of, oh, okay. Almost like when you're trying to manifest something and it just isn't coming. You have to like not think about it. Law of attraction will say like, okay, ask the universe for it and then not think about it, go do something else. It's like you can't manifest what you want because you're just constantly thinking about it too much. That's going to be towards the end of the month, because it's like Spirit wants you to be introspective, to write down what you want, to understand, where you've been selfish or where you've been too giving, or even both. But then after that, you have to let it go, release it, and move on with your life. Move on to the positive, move on, understanding that those manipulative figures in your life are also just hurt people. And I think that's why I got the Pisces earlier, because it's almost like if you hear someone's sob story and it really like moves you, like, oh wow, you've just had such a bad life, blah blah blah, but then you realize that this person has not been very healthy for you. It's like you can have compassion for hurt people. So whatever issues that you've had with this feeling of being unsafe, or feeling like you've been in danger emotionally, all right? Know that people were only attacking you because there was something insecure within themselves, right? So don't take it so personally. Almost like that, like these people were being messed up because they're messed up, not because there's something wrong with you. Now we got it. Okay, so that is what was the very big like last thing here. Yeah, that was what the last thing was. It was about take this next month to see that. But I'm also getting because you're getting a new perspective to any kind of enviness or lack of self-control from yourself or even from people around you. This is going to be that time where you're seeing it from a new point of view, right? So yeah, so let's all lead with compassion for the rest of the month, and understand that we all didn't come here at the same time. My soul, your soul, reincarnation. Some people been here 50 times. Some people been here 500. We're all going through different lessons, different things. And even if you don't believe in all that, know this. There's that story, that's their quote about you could spend every single minute with someone, but you won't know exactly who they are until they're like on the edge of a volcano about to die, right? It almost reminds me of that kind of energy. It's just like there's so much that's happening with people that we don't know. And when these energies are influencing all of us, everyone's going to react to it differently, right? And some people are going to respond differently, right? So again, if there's been some really heavy past energy breakup, again, you lost your job, or you got kicked out, or you broke up with someone, that has been weighing super heavy on your mind. And maybe your mother and your uncle have been taunting you about it. And now you're realizing that you can get out of this. By having a mini vacation. And there's some things you can't get out of. And that's also a thing. That's like, okay, the last thing. For anything that it's not a situation you can necessarily maneuver out of, right? It's a situation that's not going to change. So okay, now that you know that, what do you need to do next? You can't change it. So what are you gonna do now? Wow, this reading went completely different than I thought it was. Woo. I think next time though, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing zodiac signs separated out, because I just feel like I was getting multiple storylines, multiple things happening. I want to kind of piece these out. Yeah. Yeah, like, oh no, that was this person. Oh no, that's that person. Okay, these are separate storylines. But this is the main, we all going through this, y'all. You know, kind of thing. Or a lot of us are going through it. That's a better way of saying it. If you're on this particular, whatever soul tribe I'm tapped into, this is a major energy for that. Yeah. Anyways, so I love you. I love me. I love us. I love we. I will see you later. Please like, subscribe, all those fun things. I also do private readings, or if you just want to chat with me about life, my email is below. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.